world of fame and fortune, where lights shine brightly and dreams come true, the loss of a child is a heart-wrenching tragedy that transcends all boundaries. Behind the glamour and success, many well-known figures have faced the unimaginable pain of losing a child, a sorrow that reshapes their lives forever. In this video, we continue our poignant journey, exploring more stories of how these individuals navigated their grief and found ways to honor the memory of their beloved children. This video is part 2 of famous people who tragically lost a child.
What's getting you through it?
My family and the Lord and her, just hearing her all the time.
The loss of his daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, in 2015 was a devastating blow to Bobby Brown, echoing the tragedy of losing her mother, Whitney Houston, just 3 years earlier. Bobby Christina was found unresponsive in a bathtub, a haunting parallel to her mother's passing. After spending 6 months in a coma, she died at the age of 22. Her death was attributed to lobar pneumonia caused by drug intoxication and immersion in water. Determined to break the cycle of generational addiction that plagued his family, Bobby Brown established the Bobby Christina Serenity House in her memory, offering support to victims of domestic violence and raising awareness about the dangers of substance abuse. John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, endured immense personal grief during his time in the public eye. In 1956, he and Jacqueline Kennedy suffered the loss of their daughter Arabella, who was stillborn. The pain was compounded in 1963 when their son, Patrick Bouvier Kennedy, was born prematurely and died just 2 days later due to respiratory distress syndrome. These losses deeply affected the Kennedys, adding to the burden of their already intense lives in the White House and leaving a lasting emotional impact.
I'll be at peace when they lay me down.
Loretta Lynn, the iconic country music star, has faced more than her share of heartache. In 1984, her son Jack Benny Lynn tragically drowned while trying to cross a river on horseback at the age of 34. Almost 3 decades later, in 2013, her daughter Betty Sue Lynn passed away from complications related to emphysema. Despite these devastating losses, Loretta Lynn continued to share her music and her story with the world, drawing strength from her faith and her family to navigate the darkest moments of her life. In 2008, Stephen Curtis Chapman, a celebrated Christian music artist, experienced a tragedy that no parent should endure. His 5-year-old daughter, Maria Sue Chapman, was accidentally struck by an SUV driven by her brother in their driveway, a tragic accident that shattered the Chapman family. Despite this profound loss, Stephen has used his faith and music as a source of healing, dedicating his life to honoring Maria's memory. Through his foundation, Show Hope, he advocates for adoption and supports families in the process. Fritz von Erich, born Jack Adkisson, was a towering figure in professional wrestling and the head of the iconic von Erich family. Despite his fame and success in the ring, Fritz endured unthinkable personal tragedy, losing 5 of his 6 sons. The first heartbreak came in 1959 when his 6-year-old son Jack Jr. died in a freak accident involving electrocution and drowning. In 1984, Fritz's son David, a rising star in wrestling, died suddenly at 25, officially from acute enteritis, though rumors of a drug overdose have lingered. The family's sorrow deepened when 3 more sons, Mike, Chris, and Kerry, all took their own lives in 1987, 1991, and 1993 at the ages of 23, 21, and 33, respectively. These tragic events contributed to the idea of a von Erich curse, overshadowing their contributions to wrestling. Despite this, the family's legacy endures, with Kevin von Erich, the only surviving son, dedicated to keeping their memory alive in the wrestling world. Bobby Allison, a NASCAR legend, faced the crushing loss of both his sons in tragic accidents just a year apart. In 1992, his younger son Clifford, an aspiring race car driver, died in a crash during a practice session. The following year, his eldest son, Davey, a successful NASCAR driver, lost his life in a helicopter crash. Despite these heart-wrenching losses, Bobby Allison's legacy in the racing world remains influential, and he has continued to honor his son's memories through his contributions to the sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, and also the children, will you excuse me for a minute, please? Thank you. What do you want to do? Look, Mr. Broadhurst.
The world of comedy was no shield for Lou Costello against personal tragedy. In 1943, Costello's infant son, Lou Butch Costello Jr., drowned in the family's pool just days before his first birthday. This devastating loss occurred at the height of Costello's career with his partner, Bud Abbott. Though he continued to make audiences laugh, the sorrow of losing his son lingered with him throughout his life, a poignant reminder that even those who bring joy to others are not immune to the pains of life. Bill Cosby, once celebrated as America's dad for his role on The Cosby Show, has faced profound personal tragedies alongside his public controversies. In 1997, his only son, Ennis Cosby, was murdered during a robbery attempt at the age of 27, a loss that deeply affected the Cosby family. In 2018, his daughter Ensa died from renal disease at 44, adding to the family's grief. As of 2024, Cosby's legacy is overshadowed by numerous allegations of sexual assault, with over 60 women accusing him of misconduct. Although his 2018 conviction was overturned in 2021, Cosby continues to face legal challenges, and his career remains largely halted. Despite maintaining his innocence, his public image has been irrevocably tarnished.
What have you done to it? What have you done to its eyes?
Mia Farrow has known the profound pain of losing not one, but 3 of her children. In 2000, her daughter Tam Farrow passed away at 19 due to an accidental prescription drug overdose. 8 years later, in 2008, her daughter Lark Previn died from complications related to HIV and AIDS at the age of 35. In 2016, Mia faced another tragedy when her son Thaddeus Farrow took his own life at the age of 27. Despite these heartbreaking losses, Mia Farrow has continued her work as an advocate for children, drawing from her experiences to raise awareness about mental health and adoption. O.J. Simpson's life has been marred by both fame and personal tragedy. In 1979, his nearly 2-year-old daughter, Erin Simpson, drowned in the family swimming pool. This devastating event occurred during a period of upheaval in Simpson's life and left a lasting impact on the family. Erin's brief life is remembered by those who knew her, and her untimely death remains one of the most poignant chapters in Simpson's otherwise tumultuous personal history. Nick Cave, the renowned musician, has faced the heartbreaking loss of two sons, Arthur and Jethro, within 7 years. In 2015, Arthur, aged 15, tragically died after falling from a cliff near their Brighton home, influenced by LSD. This devastating event deeply affected Cave and his family, prompting them to relocate to Los Angeles to escape the painful memories. In 2022, Cave's eldest son, Jethro, passed away at 31 in Melbourne, shortly after being released from jail. Jethro, who had struggled with schizophrenia, died under undisclosed circumstances. These profound losses have reshaped Cave's perspective on life and art, fostering a deeper connection with others and influencing his creative work. As we reflect on these stories of profound loss, we pay tribute to the enduring strength and resilience of those who have faced unimaginable heartbreak. These narratives remind us of the universal nature of grief and the power of love and memory. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of personal tragedy and the human spirit. We invite you to share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. If you found this video meaningful, please subscribe to our channel for more content. Your support helps us continue to share stories that matter.